Hello, and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 8th grade concept of transformations on the coordinate plane. This is standard 8.10c in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 8, which is a new item type called drag and drop of the 2023 released STAAR test. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we've got transformation we need to look at, and we have a drag and drop. We say we need to move the correct answers here. You notice that in this first slot right here, we can only put the x plus, right? Since this is going to be a transformation of the x and y coordinates, if I try to drag this y minus 3 into that first slot, it's not an option. We can only move the x transformations into the first spot and then the y transformations into the second spot. And then obviously if we try to answer it without answering both, then we are going to get this error message that says you have not answered everything. So this problem at least forces us to look at the x's first and the y second. So that's helpful to know. Let's take a look at our actual problem now. We've got a rectangle. All right, let's use a little bit of our grid paper, okay? So let's say that we're going to just graph this. Okay, so let's just put this on the coordinate plane. I'm just going to pretend this is my coordinate plane, and it's going to be a rectangle. And it's going to be MNPQ. Fine, we'll just put it right there. There's my rectangle. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and label this. A nice visual is very helpful. MNPQ. Okay, so there's my visual representation. Now it's translated. So that's my big word right there, translated. There's a few different transformations that we need to think about. Transformations, okay, that maintain congruence. Okay, one of them is a translation. That's what we're doing right now. So a translation is when, right, we move it side to side. Sometimes we move it up or down, but it maintains congruence. We're just sliding it. Sometimes we will have a reflection. Okay, so that's going to be kind of a flip. And that's when we reflect it over the y-axis or the x-axis. It kind of looks like this, or it kind of goes like that. And then a rotation is when we spin it. Okay? Or you turn it, either way. And, that's the one that can be rotated 90 degrees, 180 degrees. All of these maintain congruence, okay? The dilation, where we expand it or we shrink it, that's where it doesn't maintain the congruence. So we're dealing with this translation. So we're just going to slide it from left to right. We're going to slide it up and down. So 4 units to the left, okay? So we're going to take this 4 units to the left. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're going to kind of move this right over here. Move this whole thing right over there. Okay, and if we want, we could slide it over to the left, and then we've got 3 units up. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. So then we would kind of move it up like this. All right, so if we wanted to, right, we could then take a look at it and say, this Q is 4 over 3 up. So then it's going to kind of look like this. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so there we go. So I slid it 4 to the left. I slid it 3 up. Now, what are the algebraic representations that is going to show me what I just did? Okay, well, what happened to my x? My x went to the left, which means it got smaller, okay? So x went how many to the left? 4. So it went that way to the left 4, okay? So we can go ahead and slide that over there. It's x minus 4. And then what happened to my y? It went 3 up, okay? So we're just going to say it went plus 3 because it went up 3. And so we'll do y plus 3, and that is my answer.